Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks podcast. I'm Annalie.
And I am Patricia.
And today we have an exciting episode about
Exciting.
dating with purpose, intention,
With dating with a purpose
or
dating
intention.
with intention?
I think it's synonymous,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
I guess there's a debate. Is it a debate
I think
or a
it's
discussion
a little.
about
It's definitely a
what that means to
discussion
each-
about
Yeah.
what either one of those means. Although I think it means the same
Yeah,
thing,
I think
and
it's
what
the
it
same.
means to different people.
Right.
But
Yes.
before that, we're
We're
gonna
going
talk
to, I don't know
about
that we're going to do this.
self-care.
Yes, because self-care first. And today we're going to talk about boundaries. The boundaries that we set for ourselves and our ability to uphold those boundaries, even if you're tempted to undermine them, even if you're tempted to undermine your own boundaries. You know, you could think, oh, well, I have this boundary. I'm not going to accept this certain behavior. But because I really like him, it'll be okay this time. No, it's important that you
You got to keep your mind right. No, because you're all caught
Yes.
up in it.
and giving no second chance.
Yes. If that's your boundary, keep to it. Stick to it.
No
Because-
compromising, but you're in control of your boundaries.
Yeah.
So you make sure that you keep that, because that's gonna to empower you to do this,
Yeah.
to keep doing this.
Yes. And health while being healthy
Yes.
mentally and
Yes.
all the things. Yes.
So for today, we're just gonna hold our own boundaries.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Mm.
And so now,
So we are gonna. It all came from a Reddit story, although we've already talked about this to some level, I think.
yes, we have.
Um,
As far as discussing, exactly what it means, like
Right,
what
right. Yeah, I
we
don't think we've
about
done it. Yeah.
What does that mean to us when we
Yes.
say that
Yes.
in the dating?
It did come from a Reddit, which is called Dating with a Purpose. This person says, I keep coming across this phrase on the OLD sites. I spoke with one person who used it. I asked if they were looking to get married. They said eventually. While I'm not looking for marriage, I'm looking for a committed long-term relationship. However, it seemed in her mind that if one isn't looking to be married, then they're just playing the field. So was this an offshoot, or if I see that term, it means they're definitely looking to get married, ... eventually. So what do you think?
So, and she's asking, is that about marriage? She's
Well,
connecting.
that's actually a he.
or
that-
he. Okay.
Yeah,
He.
that asked because he was looking for a long-term relationship in his profile,
Right.
but she was, and she had the same thing, but she was looking for marriage, and she had put, I'm dating with
the
a purpose. So he thought that could mean
Yeah.
just a long-term committed
Right,
relationship,
right.
and in her mind, it meant
marriage.
marriage.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like she was rushing marriage. It was more like eventually she wants to
Yeah,
get
this
married.
is where we're headed.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
not just in
Yeah,
there
it wasn't
playing-
like, oh, I want to get married in a month.
Right,
Like,
right.
that wasn't what it sounded like.
And I think because when people hear marriage, because I think I've encountered this at times when marriage was discussed, they would say, so are you interested in being married? And I'm like, yes.
Mhm.
And I think this one guy even made a comment about talking about marriage in the beginning.
Mhm.
My thing is, and this is where it gets tricky for us as women, and even for me in that moment, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, he said that, and I quickly thought maybe I did something wrong or said something wrong, but no, I didn't, because if that is my goal long term, then I need to be putting that out there.
Mhm.
But I think sometimes men try to, cause us, I don't know, I want to say weaponize it or accuse us of wanting to be married and bringing it up in the beginning, like it's a problem, like we shouldn't be
Yes.
doing that because we just met. So how are you bringing up marriage? But I'm not telling you I want to marry you today.
Or you.
I'm not even. Oh, exactly, exactly. That's the best point. I'm not.
Yeah.
I said yes. I intend to be married.
Exactly.
But see,
We don't necessarily know we want to marry you.
Exactly, and you are absolutely right. And in those moments, I can think of two moments where I thought, well, and for a moment, like, I'm wrong for even. I just met.
Yes.
So why am I? No, yes, you bring that up because that's your
Yes.
long-term goal.
Yes. And I feel like as women, we are almost scared to use that
Yes.
term now.
Yes.
Because we're like, oh my God, if I say that, he's gonna
run away.
He's gonna go. I like him. Oh my God, if I say marriage
Yes.
or married or anything, the M word,
Yes.
they are gonna run.
Yes, because we're thinking that they think that we want to marry them, but you make an excellent point. No one's talking about marrying you, first of all. So let's get that. Don't get this twisted.
Nope.
And I think maybe when we're having those discussions, and I know as I'm talking about it, I'm going to think about it differently, how I say it.
Yes.
Marrying someone.
Yes. It's all
make it
in
clear.
the wording.
In
yes.
in my future, I intend to be married to someone.
Yes.
And it could be as simple as that.
Yeah.
And that'll take some of that off.
It will take the edge off because,
Yeah.
I want to be married like by so-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say that if you say it in such a way, they're almost like validated and getting a little scared.
Yes.
But if you say it just more generally speaking, this is what I want to do.
To someone. And so dating with a purpose or intention, which I believe they are synonymous, could be if your goal is to be married, your intention is to be married. The purpose that you are dating is to be married. Now, the purpose that someone else is dating could be something else.
Absolutely.
It could be for any of the other, to be casual, to be, whatever, just long term. It could be just to date,
It says here, too many assume things like dating with a purpose will mean the same thing to everyone.
Right. Yes.
If it did, we wouldn't see questions like this.
Right.
Good point. This person, though, says, if we match and make it to a chat to talk about our intentions, you've wasted my time.
Now, how did they say it again?
If we match and make it to a chat to talk about our intentions, you've wasted my time.
They see, I'm not.
That is someone that shouldn't be in OLD and have been jaded too many times, I think, because that is just very toxic, I think.
But are they saying that it should have been talked about prior to?
Yeah, that should already be in their profile.
They
blah, 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 yeah.
I do agree your goal.
It should be on there.
In there. You still
You're
need to talk about
going to
it.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
you
I don't
still
care
need to have
what
follow up.
people are saying
Yes.
on their thing, because as we all know, gals or out there, which I don't like that word, but
No,
gals, man, if you see a man and it says long-term relationship,
follow up.
that is a long-term relationship seeking man.
Yes, you better follow up with some questions.
Might just put that on there because if he put looking for a one-night stand,
No one's going to
you
respond.
would not respond.
Yes. So you have to follow up. Don't take it for what it is.
Word to the wise.
Yes.
Why did they say that? I don't even know. But
What does that mean? A word to the wise? I don't know. But it is that is absolutely because they say what they need to say to get what they need to get.
yeah. Each person has their own definition. For some, it means marriage. For others, it means trying to find a positive long-term relationship or of whatever flavor. And for others, it means not looking for hookups. I tend to see it as someone who is looking for a serious relationship.
Yeah.
And like to be determined, which is also like, 'cause you never know. you're not going to meet someone and know that you're going to marry that person, even if you're looking for a long-term
Right.
relationship. And you might even be in a relationship with someone for 3, 6 months and not yet know whether or not you want to marry that person yet. So that's a,
Well, see, now you don't know if you're going to, if you want to, if you're going to marry them. But I think in 3 months you can decide, or my thing is usually the 6 month. You can decide, okay, now are we going to start working toward that?
yeah.
You know,
No,
we're going to be
that's fine.
exclusive. We're going to start,
Of course.
you know,
yes.
building this thing to
Yes.
get to that. I believe that
Yes.
you could do that.
But you don't necessarily know, like, I am absolutely
that is absolutely going to
100%
happen.
sure that I'm going to marry this person.
Right.
So, you know, when guys get scared that if we say we're going to get married
Right.
at some point, they're scared on the first date. That's crazy because we're not looking at that
First
at
of all,
that point. We're not looking at them and not then and there. So,
and also, if you do have the intention to be married, then if a guy is having problems with that, then that's not your guy. Like, I would be, oh, okay, then thank you for letting me know, because this is eventually what I'm seeking. And because I'm dating with a purpose or intention, I'm not going to deviate my time
yes.
to other
like
things.
the boundaries.
Yes.
That's one
Yes.
of your boundaries.
I'm not going to deviate from, you know, my time is valuable, and I can't devote my time to something that's not in line with what my goals are.
Yep. I look at it as the flip side of just seeing what's out there. I've seen that one a lot, and it's really one of those auto nope for me. I might have put something about purpose or being intentional in response to that. Okay.
See, I don't think that I've seen that on sites. I wouldn't put that. I don't think I've ever thought to put I'm dating with intention or I'm dating for a purpose. I think that that's something you can discuss or just do.
I just read another response that's kind of,
what?
I kind of hate the term dating with a purpose. I always date with a purpose. Sometimes it's to get in a long-term relationship. Sometimes the purpose is to get laid.
Yes. And that's why he don't want to hear that, because he knows what most people consider dating with a purpose, and it's not that.
My purpose may not be your purpose.
Right. And that's true. He's completely true. So even if if someone says, if you're asking someone, are you dating with intention or with a purpose? And they say yes, that still doesn't answer your question. You know, you need to drill down. Okay, what is your purpose? What is your intention? Because it could be what he's talking about.
A lot of people on here, though, say that they read it as someone that's trying to get married at some point.
Yeah.
At least eventually. Obviously not right.
Right. Or not with that person. And that's a good point, because I got to keep that in my head. Yes, but not necessarily with you. You know, we just met. So, so slow your jets. Slow your jets.
Yes. This person is pretty set in saying, nope, dating with purpose doesn't mean dating to get married. It means not dating around and not dating casually. But it's a dumb general buzzword. In my opinion, you should just ask the person what they think it means. It's actually a good conversation topic to get to know the person better.
And that is. I think it's relevant. I don't think it's like a buzzword. I think it shows what your goal is and how you're moving. You know, and for you to say, this is purposeful and this is my purpose, whatever it is, to me, that makes sense.
This one says, I haven't done online dating, but I already know I'm not a good fit for people looking for marriage. I cleared this up fairly quickly. I'm not opposed to remarrying under the right circumstances, but presently my stance is absolutely not. Which is what we were too. We were like, absolutely not.
Yeah, after the divorce, but that's somewhat contradictory. He says, or she, whoever, now say that again. I'm
not opposed to remarrying under the right circumstances.
No, the beginning though.
I haven't done online dating, but I already know I'm not a good fit for people looking for marriage.
Okay, so I'm not a good fit for people looking for marriage. However, I'm not opposed to it. So what does that mean?
Well, it says if a man is looking for a wife, then he needs to move along. All I can promise is a long-term commitment with the right person. Then the guy that posted this says, this is what I explained to her, the girl he was dating that had said she dated with a purpose.
Yeah.
This is what I explained to her, but she decided I wouldn't get married and to own it. So I dropped the profile. That must have been one heck of a date.
No,
Meetup or whatever. There's gonna be some.
you ain't over marriage. But see, I would not, if someone told me that, if someone said, that is not what what I'm looking, I forgot how the girl worded it. And then she said, but I'm not opposed. That tells me that you're trying to get me to buy in right now. And knowing that I want this thing at the end, but you're trying to get me bought in to get to a year later. And then you're saying, oh yeah, I told you I would, no, that's shaky. And I would react the same way. The woman that he was talking to, because if you can't tell me, if you're saying, which is fine. And this is something I was thinking about, I think last week or this week or whenever, like when people, like in this situation, she's saying whatever word she's using, I'm dating with the purpose, I want to be married. However you feel about it, and you own that, okay, this is not what I want, so we're not compatible, and you just go your separate ways.
Yeah.
People find it hesitant, or what is it, to do that, to say, okay, well, this is what you want, this is what we don't match, so we go our separate ways. Why are we reticent or hesitant to just say that and then go your separate ways? Because that's what would have to happen. Don't try to, well, maybe I wouldn't be opposed. You're telling me
and
you're
also,
not.
people getting pissed off or upset or crazy when they realize they don't.
Right. Yeah, I don't.
Like, why does that have to be a conflict? Why can't that just be, well,
yeah, we don't want the same thing, so we're going our separate ways.
nobody needs to get upset, mad, sad.
It's like
It's
no
a first
blocking or whatever, dropping profile.
Yeah, like
we just want different things.
Yes.
So why are we upset?
yeah.
We just go different ways. We don't have to, oh, well, let me think. No, you don't have to think about it.
So
Don't
what I think happened here is so she had a profile that said, I'm dating with a purpose. And he said, I'm looking for a long-term relationship. They meet up and she's like, well, I'm dating, I'm trying to get, I'm going to get married someday. And he's like, well, I guess that could possibly happen. And she was kind of set on, well, he said long-term relationship, not that he's dating to get married.
Yes.
And she wouldn't budge on her boundaries.
Right.
And he got upset.
Yeah, because she said, just own it. You're not looking to be married. And I agree.
I think that's what happened.
It's okay. And we can part ways. Now, he may have liked her and didn't like
I think
what
he
was
did.
hearing.
I think he. Otherwise, if that didn't like her,
He would have been.
this wouldn't have been a post.
That's what it is. He liked her and he didn't want it to be.
Yep.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you. Then
That's exactly what happened.
That was probably what it was.
You know it.
But I think we need to, not be so, like, if we don't have same goals, then we just walk away.
Yeah.
Like, why do
Like
we have
grown
to be
adult people, we can be like,
and I don't have to be wrong for what I want, and you don't have to be wrong for what you want. You don't have to be wrong because you're out here wilding out in these streets.
No.
That's not wrong. That's you.
No.
And this is me. And we're just not
it's
compatible.
perfectly fine.
Yeah. And
so
we're just not
for your own mental health,
Yes.
you need to just chill on those things, have a nice night, finish your meal, have dessert,
Yes, and have a good
and move on.
time. And we're just not compatible. And this is a good thing with the boundaries. Like, no, I'm not going to compromise my boundary.
Yes.
Even if
Yes.
I
She
want
might like
to.
him too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she
Yeah.
might have.
Even if I'm tempted, and that was the point they made,
Yeah.
even if you're tempted, don't do it, because down the road, 2-3 years, this man or this woman is still saying, I don't want to be married.
Yeah.
Now you've invested 2 or 3 years, and now you're frustrated.
Yep.
And you're all messed up in your head.
I mean, it's a good thing they got it out the way.
Yes.
Right away,
Yes.
because, well, yeah, he got pissed off, but at least it was like ripping off a Band-Aid.
And she was good because she stuck to her boundaries.
Yes, she did.
She was, she cared for herself, looked out for herself, and stayed true to what she wanted.
Yeah.
And he wasn't it.
And I'm going to say, if that man got mad right then and there out on that meetup, she dodged a bullet.
Well, that too.
Just saying. Like, that's not
true.
what she's trying to be married to
No,
either,
she's
I'm hoping.
So she didn't tell that man, I want to marry you. She just said her goal is to be married. He may have liked her and didn't like hearing that.
Yeah.
And the fact that she was saying, okay, well, if you can't say that, if I can't
I'm
hear
even going to go so far as to say he liked her a lot. And when he heard her say, well, nope, that's not what that looks like. What you're saying doesn't match. Your words don't match what, you're trying to sell me. So I'm going to.
And I think that also is a part of the rejection part.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking at it as a rejection. And that's where those salty feelings come in.
Yes.
And that's why we
But
need
it's
to
really
look at it.
not, though.
No,
We're
really
not. Just
we have different goals.
Yes.
And that's where we have to have it in our head. It's not, no one's rejecting anyone. We just don't have the same goals. So we can't be together because our goals are different.
Yep.
Yeah. So that self-care thing, that really hit the boundaries.
Yeah,
That
it
really
kind
hit.
of matched that.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So
So let us know what you guys think about this
The
wording
dating with
and
a purpose.
what should you put in your profile? What do you put in your
Yeah.
profile to let people know what your goal is?
And are you sticking to that when you're dating? Like, are you holding to your boundaries?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's important.
Let us know. And don't forget to subscribe
Yes.
and give us your thumbs up.
And
We are on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
yes, and give us, did we say to subscribe to YouTube? Because we're trying to get 500.
That's right.
Yep. So
Until
I guess
next time, don't forget to live
laugh
and connect.
and connect.
Oh.
Oh, I took it off.